In this video we're going to go over the installation of a JLT Next Generation Cold Air kit on your 99 or 01 Cobra. This kit comes standard in black textured plastic, but is also available in your car's exact body color. So let's get started. Now you want to remove the mass air meter from the stock air box by removing these four 10mm bolts. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to bolt the aluminum mass air adapter onto your mass air meter using these four supplied bolts and this supplied rubber gasket. You're going to put the gasket on the mass air meter. You're going to put the adapter on. The bolts come through the mass air meter and thread into the mass air adapter. Those with 80mm mass air meters, you're going to take the supplied silicone spacer, install this onto this side of your mass air meter. That's it. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to install the apron plate. I like to put a little piece of duct tape on this apron hole, this hole in the apron. Got a little rough metal on here, that's normal, but it'll help. If we put this tape on here, it'll help protect the finish of the pipe when we're putting it in. We'll go ahead and put the apron plate on and bolt it up using the stock bolt. Alright, you've got your apron plate on, you've got your mass air meter wires that are up here. Well, now your mass air meter is going in the fender well. So take your harness, tuck it in behind your apron plate, and just tuck that in there, pull that harness over, and tuck that in there like that. Alright, we took the inlet air temperature sensor out of the stock intake tube and put it in the grommet in the bottom of the JLT. We took the 45-degree elbow from the JLT kit. We loosely installed it on the end of the tube. Now we're going to slide it into the apron plate, rotate it down. We're going to go ahead and take this time to plug in our temperature sensor. Lower it down onto the throttle body. Go ahead and hook up your PCV connection and start checking your clamps. Okay, you've got the intake tube installed. We're going to go ahead and snug up the clamps. Let's push the rubber elbow up to the throttle body. We're going to tighten that up. And then you've got your clamp at the tube. You're going to make your adjustments down in the bottom, get everything fit just right, and go ahead and snug this clamp. Don't go too much. It's just a plastic tube and there is a lip on the end of it. So just finger tight on this and that will not come out. Okay, here we have our mass air meter with our adapter bolted to it, our filter, and our reducer, and we're going to go ahead and install this into the fender well. Okay, to gain access to the fender well area, there's one Phillips head screw that's in this mounting hole right here. You can pry out the splash shield and pry it down from the fender, and that'll gain you enough access to get in there and work on it. Now, I don't have the wheel tire off. I simply just have it jacked up enough so the tire is just barely off the ground. That gives me more than enough working room in here. Okay, we've got the tube coming through the fender well, and we've got the JLT filter, mass air meter, and reducer assembly. We're going to slide that up on there. Tighten up the clamp. Okay, that's in. We're going to just use a nut driver or a screwdriver on the clamps. The pipe has a barb at the bottom of it, so nothing will come off. Just lightly snug this. Don't go too tight. You don't want to crush anything. Take your mass air meter, plug that in, and button up your splash shield. And there you have it. Fully installed JLT Cold Air on your 99 to 01 Cobra.